Hello everyone, this is Himanshu Rastogi. I am one of the certified trainers of Attitude Academy for spoken English language. Today I welcome you to learn regarding frequently asked questions, what any interviewer may ask you irrespective in which interview are you there. So let's start. The very first question every interviewer prefers to ask that tell me something about yourself. So there are two patterns to explain that. If you are a fresher, you would follow this pattern. First, mention your name. Second, talk about your qualifications. Then, achievements. At the last, you need to talk about your hobbies. For example, my name is Himanshu Rastogi. I am pursuing my graduation in third year of BCom from Khalsa College in Delhi University. I have received some certificates in coding of computer. I have got some trophies in long jump and race. In my free time, I love to get some knowledge regarding communication skills. Thank you for listening to me. Would you like to ask me another question? This type of introduction you have to give over there if you are a fresher. Now let's talk about if you are an experienced person, how would you give your introduction before someone or before your interviewer? You have to follow this pattern. First, talk about your name. Second, experience. Third, qualification. At the last, you need to talk about your hobbies. For example, my name is Himanshu Rastogi. I have 4 years experience in teaching profession as a spoken English trainer and personality development trainer too. I have worked with English Cafe for 1 year, JSM Institute for 1 year, and I have been working with this organization for more than 2 years. In my free time, I love to get knowledge regarding communication skills. Thank you for listening to me. Would you like to ask me another question? In this way, you have to give your introduction. Rest of the question they would like to ask you like, what does your dad do? What does your mother do? How many members are there in your family? One question they might ask you like, why have you chosen this profession? What would you say over there? Would you say like, I have come here and chosen this profession to earn more and more money? No. No negative impact you would create over there. Rather than saying this, you need to say, sir, I am familiar with this procedure. It motivates me a lot. I have theoretical and practical knowledge too, and I see my scope in this profession. That's why I have chosen this profession. One question they may ask to you like, what do you know about this company and how did you get to know about us? Suppose if they ask you, how did you get to know about us? You may say normally like, from one of my friends I got to know, from one of the articles of newspaper I got to know, from one of the websites I got to know, or from one of the apps I got to know like one vacancy is there. But if they ask you what do you know about this company, for that you need to get awareness regarding that current company. What are their current issues? Who are the competitors? What will be the upcoming projects? What were the previous projects? What are the loopholes over there? Everything what is relevant with that company you must know before going to an interview, irrespective where you are. Along with this, you may say there, sir, this is the fastest growing company as everyone knows. Working environment is fantabulous, space is tremendous, and every employee feels proud to work here as everyone gets professionalism over here. Next question they prefer to ask frequently in every interview, irrespective where you are, what are your strengths and weaknesses? So you should follow sandwich style over here to respond. What is sandwich style? First, you need to talk about strength, then weakness, at the end, also strength. So your negative point would look like positive one. We will not highlight that. For example, sir, I'm optimistic person. I always think positive. With this, I'm honest. With this, I am straightforward sometime and I can't say no to someone easily. But I have persistence to achieve my goals anyhow, and along with that I have adaptability. They may ask you, why should we hire you? Why do you want to work with us? You may respond over there, sir, it will be a privilege for me to work in a reputed company as like yours. And why should you hire me? As my skills match with your job requirements. I can showcase my hidden talent over here. Next, describe your dream job. What do you want to be in future? So you have to respond carefully over here. Think practically. Every person contains short-term goals and long-term goals. In short-term goal, a person should say, sir, My first goal is to get a reputed designation in a reputed company as like yours. In my long-term goal, I see myself as a manager in one of the MNCs after some years. What kind of work environment do you like to work in? They may ask to you. You need to respond like, sir, I like amiable working environment at workplace. Amiable means friendly environment, guys. One question they may ask to you, why are you not working these days somewhere? So what would you say? I was chilling with my buddies. I was doing mountain trekking and river rafting with them. No, you would not create any negative impact towards them, to your interviewer. You have to say, sir, I was preparing for government exams if you were working genuinely. Otherwise, justify yourself. How can you cover your negative things? Like, sir, I was preparing my business too. I was thinking to commence one business, but I got some failure over there. Now I have decided to do a private job. They may ask one question to you like, why are you looking for a job change? You have been working with a company for a long time. Why do you want to switch from there? So what would you say? I have come in your company to earn more and more money. No, you would not create any negative impact towards them. What do you have to say? First of all, note that one thing. Be thankful towards your current organization and your previous organization. What you have learned so far in your life due to them, because that may happen they would think you would say negative about us in future to another company, so don't make that kind of impression. What do you have to say over there? Sir, from my current company, whatever I have learned best. They made me professional. They gave me a golden opportunity when they provided me this job. Along with this, you need to say, sir, changes are necessary for everyone in today's life. Or you may say one more thing over here like, sir, the designation is not available in my current organization. As per my qualifications, my colleagues have said you are also eligible to get this designation. That's why I have come in your company. They would like to ask you one question that, where do you see yourself after 5 years? What would you say? I see myself as a manager in a reputed company. No, directly you are not able to put this sentence in the starting. Otherwise, they would say to you, are you a god like you can predict regarding future what will happen next and that thing will happen definitely? No, rather than saying this, you have to say this line but later on. After saying this thing, like, sir, future is unpredictable. I'm not able to say anything regarding future scenario perfectly, but whatever I would be doing there, I would be giving my best in that. So I see myself as a manager in a reputed company or one of the MNCs. One question they would like to ask you like, how did you enjoy in your last journey? How did you celebrate your last tour? How did you celebrate your last birthday? And what did you do yesterday? Any one of them, they may ask you one question, but they have no interest to know what do you do on birthday, what did you do in your last tour, what did you do in your last journey, and what did you do yesterday. They would like to know like, what kind of colloquial activities do you have and you are having right now, what kind of vocabularies do you put over there, are you perfect in maintaining fluency or not. For example, how did you enjoy your last journey? For answering this question, you must have impeccable knowledge of tenses first. Like, sir, in my last tour, I went Goa. There we booked a cab. Then we contributed some money. Then we stayed for 5 years. Along with that, we took shower under one waterfall and we took some selfies like a golden moments. In this way, you have to respond for this. Next, any hypothetical condition they may ask you. Suppositional question they may ask you. Imaginative question. For example, if you became invisible for a day, what would you do? For responding this question, you must have knowledge of conditionals. Then you may answer precisely. Sir, if I became invisible for a day, I would like to know more about stock market. What are the secrets over there? One question they may ask you, what was your previous salary and what is your current expectations regarding your salary? Because only 10% hike you would get a new job. That is not mandatory. Directly you will get 80K and right now you are getting only 50K. That gap you cannot cover in a jiffy. So always talk regarding your expectations if you are an experienced person. Otherwise, as per company norms, I would like to take if you are a fresher, you have to say this line. At the end, they would like to ask you last question like, do you have any question? You may ask now. Then you have to ask, sir, could you please let me know about the job timings? On which days do I have to come over here? Will I get 2 CLs or not? What are rent allowance, transportation allowance, food allowance? What about incentives? What will be my duration of training? These questions you may ask to him. Thank you for listening to me very attentively, guys. Stay tuned with us.